Is it on? It's on. Okay, let me turn off the fan. The protein muffins. Okay, one of my clients asked me, we were talking about food prep today, and she asked me if, she actually made a comment and she said she wished she could just come and look inside my refrigerator and see what I had and copy me exactly. That'll never work because I tend to, I always have chicken, I always have beef, and I always have veggies, and it's whatever's on sale, you know, and then I just cut it all, chop it all, and I put it together in weird combos. So you gotta buy what you like, you know, don't buy what I like. That's not gonna do you a damn bit of good. But so let me just show you shelf by shelf. Let's see. Broccoli. There was a huge, I roasted a huge pan of it the night for dinner, so that's just what's left over. These are Fridge Smart containers from Tupperware. As you can see, I have a lot of them. Actually, if you really want to see, I have a lot of them. They work amazing. They have these, and no, I don't sell Tupperware anymore. I actually sold it for a year just so I could get these. They have ridges on the bottom, so any condensation that collects, the fruit and your vegetables are not sitting in the moisture, so the bottoms don't rot. But you don't have a whole lot of condensation because of these magic little buttons right here, and it's a venting system. And when you buy them, you get your little Fridge Smart card that says, you know, like broccoli. If you cut broccoli or Brussels sprouts or spinach or sweet corn, they're high breathers, so you have both vents open, which basically means that the vegetables or the fruit is going to produce a lot of gas, and you have to have both vents open to maintain, you know, the perfect environment inside. So you can have high breathers, medium breathers, low breathers, get both of them closed. But these things work amazing. You can keep broccoli, cauliflower and stuff in there for probably a month before it goes bad. I'll show you my mushrooms in a minute. My mushrooms are, gosh, I cut them a couple days ago. They were a week old. But anyway, so I have green onions right there. This is red onions underneath, eggs. There's a coconut back there. I've already drank the milk. I drank that after 2 hours of spin on Thursday, but I need to slice it open and bake it and shred it, so it'll be unsweetened coconut. Let's see, that's a little bit of bacon grease, which my boys will use to cook their eggs in the morning. Coconut milk. This doesn't look very good. It actually looks pretty darn nasty. It's meat juices. Any cook worth her wooden spoon is not going to throw away something that adds flavor. You know, I don't even I like using meat juices more than I like using stocks even. They're more flavorful because it's just pure meat. This is the pan juices from roasting the chicken the other day. So that'll be used sometime this week. Definitely a lot better for you than canned broth. Let's see, these are my children's lunches for the next 3 days. Yeah, for a while I was sending them to school with little Tupperware containers that were better for the environment, but you know what? It wasn't better for my checkbook because lids were lost, Tupperwares were thrown away, the lids weren't put back on, and the insides of lunch boxes were nasty. Sometimes the damn bags just work better. But so I have bags of meat like chicken, and there's some steak and stuff under there, and then bags of vegetables, and then bags of nuts, little bags of nuts with a couple dark chocolate chips thrown in there for a treat. So they each grab one of each bag and throw them in their lunch bag with an ice pack and a water bottle, and they're good to go. There is some cottage cheese and some cream cheese back there. My children are only about 80% paleo. These are sweet potatoes. I roasted, let me see, open this. I roasted them and I cut them in half. You don't need a whole sweet potato, or I don't need a whole sweet potato. So they're roasted and they're in there, and I can just grab them and go. Let's see. Right here, my favorite. This is spaghetti squash. This is one I roasted today. So this is about the volume you'll get out of one, normal size spaghetti squash. Yum. Beautiful. I love that stuff. And let's see. Chicken. There's chicken back there. Bacon. I don't eat bacon very often. Maybe once a week I'll have a piece or two, usually on Saturday when I have more time. My boys eat it most mornings. I'd rather my boys have bacon and eggs than cereal or bagels or other crap like that, and they prefer that too. The problem I was running into was they had no problem cooking it every morning. I had a problem having to clean a bacon splash stove after my 9 and 11-year-old, made bacon omelets and crap every morning. So that's 2 pounds. The reason it looks like that, you can see it's not straight. It doesn't need to be straight. They're just going to grab a couple pieces and cut it up and put it in their eggs. It's not straight because I actually cook it in, let's see, roasting pans. Just like this. I'll put a piece of tin foil down there, spray it with a little bit of Pam, and I just lay out the bacon. It sort of loops in on each other. Looks like little ribbon candy at Christmas. And I roast it at 350. Takes about 45 minutes. You got the bacon done. You got the grease. You're good to go. Let's see. This is more chicken. Now, when I roast the chicken, one of the things you want to do is take it, put your spices on it. I tend to go very generic so that it can be used in anything I might come up with during the week. Put it in the oven, roast it, and the best thing to do is when you take it out of the oven, let it cool in those juices. They're going to reabsorb some of those juices and they're going to stay a lot moister. I know chicken breasts are sort of notorious for being dried out. If you cook them the right way, they're not. They taste good. But once it's cooled, I will actually chop it. I used to slice it because slicing is usually how, if I'm eating in the car, that's how I prefer it. But then the majority of the time, I was still having to get out a cutting board and get something dirty because if I'm home, it's diced. I want it diced in a salad or diced in a stir fry. So, and this isn't any harder to eat out of a bag in a car than slice. So now I just do the work I need to do, get it done. So that's diced. Let's see, the deli drawer. Like I said, my children are not 100% paleo. So I have had this bag of cheese though for 2 weeks. So, the tortillas, I think I took these out on Wednesday when they came home from their dad's house. So they really don't eat them that often, but if they want to, they don't feel like they're being deprived. The last of these were pumpkin chocolate muffins, protein muffins I made last week. Down here, let's see, jalapenos, diced and ready to go. So hopefully, last week I think I had 2 mornings that I managed to wipe my eyes with jalapenos on my hands. That's never fun. Mushrooms. And asparagus. Beautiful asparagus. I hate watching people in the store deliberately trying to get the biggest asparagus they can. Bigger is not better all the time, especially when it comes to asparagus. Baby asparagus, tender asparagus. Asparagus, you can eat the whole thing. Yum. Gone. Yeah. It's like my public service. Anytime I see someone getting big asparagus, I feel the need to help them choose better. Okay, what else? Oh, and a big tub of fresh debris. There we go. I don't know, my children usually eat more of the debris than I do. It's full of cabbage and stuff, so I only eat that after work, and they'll eat it all day long. They don't care. And then these are zucchinis and yellow squashes and cucumbers. And then here, I love these mini peppers from Costco, and they're perfect for the kids' lunches, and they're perfect. If I'm eating a car lunch, these or celery or baby asparagus is usually what's thrown in my bag. Romaine, it has absolutely no nutritional value, but I love the crunch, and to me texture is very important. Cilantro, chopped and ready to go. A bag of green and red peppers. Celery sticks. I have spinach in my outside fridge because it's in a big tub, so I keep it out there. And what was in here was a huge bag of chopped chard. But I go through, like the big bunches you buy at the store, I go through them in like 3 days, so I have to buy some more. I finished it this morning at breakfast. I had eggs and chard for breakfast. And then the children's fruit drawer, my avocados. They know not to touch my avocados. And that's about it. Just garlic, capers, sun-dried tomatoes, lime juice, fish oil, almond butter, all the fun stuff. Ghee, chopped ginger, ghee, hazelnut flour, coconut flour, normal stuff. And then I keep my nuts. If you buy them unroasted, you do want to keep them in the freezer. So walnuts, almonds, slivered almonds, the bags of, I buy bulk raw sunflowers and pepitos or pumpkin seeds. And this is what I use on my salads in place of croutons. You know, more texture. You know, food needs to have texture, not just taste. Makes it more satisfying. And then my emergencies. These bags honestly are probably like 2 to 3 months old. I don't have emergencies very often because I do prep, but the Alaskan salmon burgers from Costco, they're good. They're not perfectly paleo, as you can see. There's, let me see, can you see? I don't know, that's awful damn blurry. But it's salmon, water, there's a little bit of canola oil. But 20 grams of protein. You literally just have to stick it in the microwave. And then my other emergency staple is turkey burgers. But like I said, I don't have emergencies very often. Those are probably 3 months old, 4 months old. But, so that's what's in my fridge. So I hope you're all having a good Sunday. Bye-bye.